Luxury retailer Ralph Lauren higher today on a day that the company presented a positive three-year financial outlook during its investor day. Joining us now in his first interview since joining the company in 2017, Ralph Lauren CEO Patrice Louvet. Welcome. Good to see you.
Sarah, it's great to be here.
So you're out with a new three-year plan, mid-teens margins, which I think a lot of the analysts were excited about, a step up in sales. What's giving you the confidence?
Listen, we had three key messages for our investors today. First, our reset is complete, and we have built what I like to call a fortress foundation. Second, we have a clear game plan with diversified growth drivers: North America, women's wear, digital. And third, with early momentum under our belt, we are poised to accelerate growth and value creation. The company has momentum. Our ambition, which we stated this morning to investors, is to be the leading luxury lifestyle company in the world. And across brand, product, go-to-market, we have immense runway in terms of growth opportunities.
Fortress strategy is a little Jamie Dimon-esque with the Fortress balance sheet. But how much of the strategy, Patrice, is dependent on AUR or the ability to continue to increase prices and pricing, which I know has been very key to your strategy?
Yeah, so AUR is part of it. But if you step back, you're really focusing on three key drivers. New consumer recruiting. We recruited 20 million new consumers over the past 4 years. Higher value, younger consumers. Unit growth, select unit growth in specific categories and channels. And then continued AUR growth. AUR, you're right, has been an important driver of our performance over the past few years. I like to think of AUR as an outcome of more elevated product, more elevated marketing, more elevated distribution. As a result, we have the ability to then drive AUR. What's been really exciting for us is we've driven AUR 64% over the past 4 years while achieving the highest ever value rating among consumers. So the consumer is seeing the value, and that's why we're delivering the performance that we're delivering.
I'm trying to figure out how much of it is just the fact that we are in an inflationary environment and consumers have been willing to pay more, especially for luxury items where they're not as sensitive to inflation, and there's still, this big tailwind from being locked down in COVID. And how much is the individual strategy that you've been implementing? How do you think about that?
I think about that in the following way. We started our elevation journey a little more than 4 years ago. So we are on, I believe the correct number is 22 consecutive quarters of AUR growth. So this does not start
Higher
during
pricing.
COVID.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what are you seeing from the consumer right now? Any slowdown?
So as you look around our key markets around the world, no, we're not seeing a slowdown. Actually, we're seeing our consumer in the US, in Asia, in Europe, continues to be solid, continues to be engaging in our products, including our higher priced items. So at this point, we're feeling good about where our target consumer is. Now remember, over the past 4 years, we've done a lot of work to elevate our consumer base.
How do you do that? What does that mean?
You do that both from the way you present your brand in communication. So our range of marketing has evolved dramatically from 4 years ago, right? Engaging, including a younger consumer. You do that from a product standpoint. We've invested a lot more in new, higher AUR categories, outerwear. Now we're going to focus on home, accessories and handbags. And then you also do that by really resetting your distribution. And where we've done that most acutely is here in the US, where we have now shifted the company towards really being DTC focused. 63% of the company is now direct to consumer.
I don't know if people realize that. They think of you as a department store.
Yeah,
right?
You're absolutely right. And we talked about that earlier this morning, actually. I think sometimes there are some old tapes of what Ralph Lauren used to be, indeed anchored in department stores, but we have completely pivoted from that. Our focus and our future trajectory is really to be driven by DTC. We have pulled back our U.S. department store doors by 2/3 over the past 4 years. We've reduced our off-price presence by 50%. So clearly this focus on digital, focus on DTC is what is the driving force for us moving forward.
Do you think the market understands?